Yeah.
What was your sense this morning of the proceeding? And
It's a long process. There's a need to hear from everyone,
It's a new chapter.
all of the public, and so
patience.
I'm still unsure where the commission's going to come out on this, but I'm hopeful that they will make the right decision.
Well, it's a very, very simple issue. The way I perceive it is that someone is just trying to ram down the throats of the community this issue of needing a beer and wine, and I don't think you need a beer and wine license. But again, that's my position. The other thing is this that I think is important. You need to consider the people that live there, that reside there, and I think that they've been there longer than is there. The law says that there has to be so many feet, and those who are proponents for this are trying to tell the commission to disregard the law and just to make some amendments and to allow them to pursue with the beer and wine. And I think just because you spend millions of dollars and then you made a mistake, then that you should be patted on the hand and said, okay, we forgive you this time because you should have known better. But you should have known better in the first place.
what are the options if they decide not to grant it today?
We have the option of pursuing an appeal both within the agency and also to the district court, but we're hoping that we don't have to do that.
But in my opinion, she put the cart before the horse. She should have put the horse before the cart. That's just my opinion.
If they approve it, then it will go to the Alcohol and Gaming Division. The director would approve the application, and then the license would issue probably within a matter of days. But the hope would be that the restaurant would be up and running by this summer.
You're kidding.
Any date yet?
No.
Idea.
You know, first of all, I'd like to thank the Strucks, the Abreos, that have come in opposition. There's been a lot of opposition. There's been a lot of positive things in the community that have been brought before us. I think it's great that when an issue like this comes before us and we have the opportunity to discuss the issue, and hopefully we can, be pro-county, what's best for our county. We all have free agency, whether we decide we want a beer or we don't want a beer, but we want to have a good meal. I did, the Rogers Plaza Grill is in that area, so we have a number of issues, and it's a tough decision for all the commissioners here. But just in listening to the number of people that spoke and the different presentations that were given, the statute of the law, the letter of the law, there's some gray areas to that statute or to the way it was presented, the distance, how it was measured, how it wasn't measured. So in moving forward, I want to, I would call it I've moved to that we would give the applicant or grant the applicant a variance to the law in order to move this forward. And in that, I didn't think, because of the letter of the law states, is there any adverse effect to the church, because that's what the law was created for, was the church, to protect the church. And I didn't see any adverse effect on the church at all. So, Commissioners, I make that motion.
Commissioners, is that in the form of a motion?
That is a form of
variant?
Yes.
I'll second that. There was a motion by Commissioner Barone, a second by me. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Barone.
Yes.
Commissioner Sanchez.
No.
Commissioner Chavez.
No.
Commissioner Aramillo.
No.
Chairman Duran.
Yes. Okay, motion dies. Commissioners,
Mr. Chairman,
go ahead.
I make a motion that we deny the request based on the distance from the church.
Have a second on that?
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Got a motion by Commissioner Chavez, a second by Commissioner Jaramillo. Go ahead, discussion, Ms. Martinez.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner Chavez, could you make clear the way that you are determining to measure the distance?
I believe that the way that they have, that the applicant has presented does not meet the letter of the law in measuring it from property to property. And so therefore, based on that, I am making the motion that it fails to meet the letter of the law, and therefore, I believe that we should not grant that waiver.
And I just want to make clear that you're relying on the state statute?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I have a motion by Commissioner Chavez, a second by Commissioner.
Commissioner Browning?
No.
Commissioner Sanchez?
Yes.
Commissioner Chavez?
Yes.
Commissioner Jaramillo?
Yes.
Chairman Duran?
No. Thank you. We'll move on now to
I guess it's just politics, and I don't take it personal. I know that the people are behind me, and that makes me very happy. It is a huge challenge, and I know it doesn't help, when I open up a building when there is no way to sustain it. When we employ the people and after 3-4 months we have to send them back to road again, it's not helping anybody. And so I don't know.
What's next?
I don't know. I hope we have other options, and I have to discuss it with my lawyers, and we'll see how we can move on from that. Yeah, it looks like that just one family may have the decision to make. It's not really a commissioner making a decision for himself. It's a family in Taos or in Ranchos that makes a decision. And that looks like this is part of how it works here in Taos, or in the county. I have to say the county, not...
Well, they seem to be relying upon what they call the letter of the law, which regards the distance between the two.
I'm not sure whether... Well, this is something what I can't tell. I'm not a lawyer myself, so this is then something what lawyers have to work out. I kind of hope that the heart of the people will be showing up stronger than any kind of splitting hairs, and what doesn't serve really anyone. Okay, well, that was it. Actually, I'm not surprised about how politics is in Taos. It's just a different planet.